Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to show this to you guys today. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to show you how I have done these treats for an event for a friend of mine, and very Valentine's themed right now too, so I thought that would be very fitting. So as we go through, I will give you my tips and tricks from trial and error over the years of doing this and what I have found to be the easiest way, the fastest way, and all that. So I hope you guys really enjoy. So I've laid out all the items that I'm going to be dipping, and I've counted them out. I'm doing 25 of each. And this is the chocolate we're going to use. The first thing you see is that Candy Quick chocolate, and that one's like a pre-ready to go one. You just pop it in the microwave and do it, so I'm good to go with that. So that's the first thing I did use. And what I'm going to do is put this marshmallow on a stick and I'm going to kind of almost treat it like a cake pop, if you will, and I'm going to dip it into this chocolate. And all this chocolate was, guys, I got it at Target. It is a white chocolate mix already, and you put it in the microwave for 60 seconds, give it a stir, and 15 more seconds, and it's good to go. And I will say it worked very well. The only thing with it that was a little bit, you know, not a big deal, but the pan that it's in is not very deep, so I had to use like the spoon to kind of get it up along the sides, but you know, not the end of the world. Gonna dip that and put it on my parchment paper to dry. What you're going to want to be very sure to do is, once you have the excess chocolate off, and you'll see me kind of doing that on the bottom, is wiping that excess chocolate off, because it'll keep dripping everywhere and you'll just kind of get more of a mess than you're already working with. So definitely make sure you get the excess off. But what you want to do is you want to add any sprinkles of your choice to your chocolate while it's still wet, and it does not take very long at all to dry. And I've learned this and I've tried to go back in sometimes in the past and add sprinkles or whatever decor items to it, and it does not stick once it has set up. So you really have to do that fast. I mean, that would be probably the hardest part about this, is just working fairly quickly, but that's really all there is to it. You're seeing it. When it comes to the pretzels that I'm working on now, you can still lay them perfectly flat on your parchment paper, and I just do parchment because of course it does not stick. I have no problems with it, so I just have that all laid out anyway. But it'll make kind of a flat side, yes, but it won't come off the pretzel when you do pull it up once it's dry. So it still looks very good, very professional, and it's not messy, and you kind of look at it and you're going, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna get this off. No, it comes right up, you'll see. Also, I'm just dipping the pretzel sticks 3/4 of the way, I would say. I like to do that, and you'll see I kind of did that on the marshmallows too, where I didn't do the entire thing submerged. And the reason why I prefer that way, but you can do it however you want, is I like for people to be able to see exactly what they are getting, and so you can still tell that's on a marshmallow, that's on a pretzel. So that's just why I do it that way, but do it however you want. Same thing for the Rice Krispies. I'm only taking it up about 3/4 of the way, and I like to do this, guys, again, just so people know what they're getting. I would definitely buy this chocolate again though, this kind of ready to go in the tray that you can actually use, and you don't have to, you know, do your own making it. I will show you though, I did have to go and obviously make more. I did not have enough just with this one tray, so I'll show you how we make it on our own with chocolate chips specifically. But I would just say I would recommend this. It worked well for me. But yeah, I only bought one just because I wanted to try it and wanted to test it first. Now I'm on to my last item of dipping of Oreos now, and I'm going to submerge these because, guys, it's an Oreo. We all know what it is. We don't need to see. We know. We're going to dunk this and we're going to go for broke. But you'll notice in the back, obviously, I still have a ton of stuff left, but what I'm doing is I'm doing half of these in white, and then I'm going to do half of them in red. And again, I'll show you how to make the chocolate on your own and also coloring it red. Okay, so if you do not have the ready to go kind and you have to make it on your own, this is what you're going to want to do. You're gonna take a bag of chocolate chips, and I always use it in a glass bowl. And I'm gonna do this in the microwave too. I used to think you have to do this over like a double broiler. You really don't. But you're also gonna put a big scoop of vegetable shortening. I think it is vital to add the shortening. I really do, and I've learned this over time. And we're gonna put that in there for about 30 seconds and give it a mix, and 30 seconds, give it a mix until eventually it'll turn into it is done. And that's my husband, by the way, he was helping me out. The reason I find the shortening so helpful, one, it makes it really glossy, which is good. Other is you can easily overcook, we'll say, especially white chocolate in the microwave or even on the stove, however you do it. And this really helps it not overdo it. It really does. So highly recommend. And then we're gonna also take our red food coloring. I'm showing you this green food coloring too, because this red candy food coloring is what you need. The green one was for like frostings, and although they look similar, you really want to stick to the candy food coloring. What I found over time with that is if I use the other ones, then it becomes very grainy looking. And it's not that it's going to taste wrong or anything, but it doesn't look as nice at all. It doesn't look right. And if you use the actual candy food coloring specific for this type of thing, it's going to be a lot smoother. Again, trial and error. So I'm going to continue dipping the rest of my goodies now, and I will show you the finished result. So everything is done and laying out to dry. And guys, this really does not take that long. Maybe an hour, I would say, just to be safe if you're going to package any of it like I am going to do on a good chunk of it. So I let it sit for a couple hours, but I'd say an hour is to be safe. So I'm gonna take these pretzel stick bags, which I have actually found these. They're by that Wilton brand. They're actually at Walmart even, but they're at multiple places. And they're perfectly made for pretzel sticks, which is perfect. So I'm gonna put the pretzels into these bags, and then I'm also gonna take some red ribbon, and again, use any kind of ribbon or ties that you like. And I'm going to do like a double knot, just like kind of like a shoelace, a double knot, and then we're going to curl the ribbon as we all have done in our lifetimes and do that on all of these. Now for the marshmallow sticks, I'm also gonna package. I have these little packages that are kind of like vase shaped, and they fit perfectly for this. But you know, anything works. I'm just, again, gonna wrap it up, do a double knot, and tie those up, and we're good to go. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun to do. I have not done any really baking orders as of recently for some friends, and so it was cool to do it again. I tried to be detailed with how I do things or why I do things or tips and tricks, but if there's any questions you have, leave them in the comments for me, and I will do my best to tell you what I have learned over my years of doing this. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Hope you have a great Valentine's Day as well.